Greetings, zombie apocalypse survivors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to a new series playing State of Decay 2 called Red Cross. If you would like to skip the game's overview or the setup of this series, please use YouTube chapters, and that information can also be found in the description of this video. Welcome everybody to a new series playing State of Decay 2 called Red Cross. Red Cross is in reference to the latest update. But for those that don't know, State of Decay 2 is an open world survival fantasy game set just after the zombie apocalypse. Your small community of survivors seeks to rebuild a corner of civilization, and you get to make all the decisions about how that happens. Red Cross is the latest update, Update 37, and it has themed traits, a Red Cross themed enclave, and more. For this specific series, I'll be playing on Lethal with the curveball settings on default with no starting boons, no legacy survivors, and in Drucker County. I'll be playing single player and with none of the freebie supply drops, or radio calls, or cash bounties. In the spirit of Red Cross update, we'll behave as benevolently as possible and not be turning anyone down who wants to join or intentionally rejecting requests for help. So let's get started with our new run. I'm going to skip the tutorial. I don't need it. Lethal settings. As you can see, lethal all down the line. And then Drucker County. So Drucker County, its landmark is a hospital. So this is chiefly why we are picking it. The Sasser Regional Hospital is kind of in the center, and it offers advanced treatment options, which, you know, makes sense for Red Cross. Plus, it was voted on. All right. So these are starting boons. I'm not picking any of them. And not using any legacy characters. So here's our starting characters. All three were obviously just randomed. 2 builders and a sheriff. Looks good to me. Not making any choices here. Just rolling with it.
And we're empty. Again.
So whose turn is it to find more fuel?
Not me. Last time I accidentally riled up a damn horde.
I have a better idea. We could settle down here instead of moving on.
I admit it. It looks better than the last couple of towns we came through.
It's settled. This town is where we'll set up our new base. We just have to find a spot that's defensible. Maybe with some room to expand.
All right.
We should check that one.
Oh, nice. All right. So we've got
I'm tired of living on the run. We need a place we can defend.
Glencoe, you carry the food. God, where'd the other guy go? For what? Where'd he run off to? I am so confused. Okay, and he ran off and a feral is chasing him. Dude! Could you not? Okay, well that's a hell of a way to start. Chuck ran off on his own and brought a feral to us. Yo!
Need to find someplace to settle down.
You want to be an organ donor? Because that's how you become an organ donor. Dear Lord. All right. So there is a screamer between us and where we want to go. I am giving Chuck...
Bullshit. Let's go grab a house.
Man, you are really impatient. I'm giving them the rucksacks because I'm too lazy to carry them. Alright, let's deal with this screamer.
Fantastic. We've got a screamer.
No talkie. You shut. Oh, there's also like a horde. Sounds like at least one in the horde. Oh, two in the horde are soldiers.
Coming in from every which way.
Oh boy.
I can't keep this up.
Wow, we are starting spicy. So I've already had to deal with a horde, a small one, but still a horde, a feral, a screamer, and an NPC that just like ran off on his own, YOLOing towards our destination. Okay. I hear another screamer over that hill somewhere, but I am not about to investigate. Looks like a cozy little neighborhood. Time to clear out our base. I hope these guys aren't that injured or infected, because, excuse you. Because starting with injuries and infections is kind of rough. Someone just dove out the window. Oh my god, there's a screamer in the house? What the hell? Alright, I've never seen that before. Oh my god. I've never seen a screamer in that. I think I hear another screamer too.
I think we should claim this place and move in.
Works for me.
I don't... Yeah, there was a screamer nearby. Alright. I don't think we're alone. You say that it's clear, but it ain't. It ain't. Oh my goodness. Alright. Claiming and hoping that things don't keep going crazy. But if they do, I'll roll with it.
First priority has to be gathering materials. We'll need them to improve this place.
So the rucksacks that I've told them to carry, because I was too lazy to carry them myself,
A little recon.
I'm going to go check into storage. Let's also start to clear out the trash. And I'll repair the bedrooms as soon as the trash is cleared. Where's the other guy? Stop juking me. Oh, so one new feature that they added is if you're tired of chasing someone, I could just be like, hey, Glencoe, enlist. And now he's going to follow me. If Glencoe was indeed the one... No, he's not the one with the rucksack. Okay, never mind. Dismiss.
A la vista.
So Chuck, follow me. And that way you don't have to like go rooting around your base for a specific person. You can just be like, hey, you, follow. And that makes it a lot easier. There's a lot of other like quality of life additions to this. But this would be one of them. So you're done.
Keep yourself in one piece, kid.
Alright, I am going to change up what I carry. And let's also repair the master bedroom so we have somewhere to rest. Alright, next up, my priority is going to be build an infirmary. That's what I want first. So let's go find materials. I'd also like to try to find gasoline for the car, because having wheels is amazing.
I'm heading out. Be back soon. It's going well so far over here.
Well, that's good
So it wants me to... Oh, this is different. Normally it wants you to loot one location or survey. But here it's just like loot or loot. Which is unusual. I'm for it. So I'm making my way into the closest point of interest to do some scavenging. Oh, ouch. No hit. Did they add a new map? No, this is an old map. They haven't added a new map since the introduction of Trumbull? Actually, what map did they add? I don't even know. But there hasn't been any new maps in, like, years. Updates to old maps, but not new ones. Hey, Quantum! Thanks for all the gifted subs! Yet again! So apparently this, this gas station has materials. Yes, it does. But it also should have gasoline, so that I can fuel up the car that we have, so that I don't have to, you know, walk everywhere. Which is really dangerous when the world is full of, well, all the uglies. Ooh, a ruck of gas. Well, I can't pick that up at the moment. There we go. And then I think the last loot part is on the roof. Cool. All right. We have the bedroom repaired. So as I progress through this, I will explain the game mechanics that are, like, relevant for what I'm currently working on, so that you all are in the know. But so that it's not an information overload, I'm just gonna portion that information out, only when it's relevant. Ooh, chemicals. So, cases of chemicals is useful for upgrading your infirmary from level 1 to level 2. Which is really important. So now I have tons of chems. Now I forget if there's like a walking shortcut. Oh yeah. Oh, that's great. Perfect. Don't have to go all the way around. I'll probably end up taking the gas can over to the Maragra car that we started with. Let's go ahead and build an infirmary.
I'm glad we've already got a start on building this base up into something real.
Hey neighbors, we could use some extra hands.
Okay, I'm coming to meet you.
All right, current priority, help the neighbors.
Thanks a bunch.
Kellyanne, thanks for the gifted subs too. Oh, and I meant to unlock the Yoda cam. There we go. So there is a feral down by the gas station that I just left. That's sketch. Got it. I'm glad I missed him. So instead of hoofing it over to the neighbors, I am going to drive there. Seems a bit more reasonable. And Joker, thank you for the bits. And Blood Mess too.
Nothing like a job well done.
So the level 1 infirmary allows you to recover from traditional wounds when you are resting at home. So taking a look here, it passively heals the community as long as there's meds in storage. It does require 2 meds per day to run. The upgraded infirmary removes injuries and allows you to recover from blood plague. So that's really what I want to get built as soon as I have the materials for it. So I have the chemicals for it already, which is great, but now I need the materials. I haven't even really looked at the survivors. I like ran into them real quick and then was just like done with it. So I'll take a look here at them as well. Maybe while I'm in the car for safety. So I'm currently using Suicida, who's a lab technician tourist who specializes in chemistry. That's a pretty good starting skill. We've got Chuck, a spelunker who took a lot of dares. So he wastes medicine but is hardier. And then he's also an early riser for some bonus stamina. And a spelunker. Oh, the hero bonuses. So Suicida, your hero bonus is max fuel storage. Oof, not a good one, but oh well. Chuck is max stamina. That's pretty good. And then Glencoe, last but not least, you get 1 extra labor. You grew up in suburbia, so you don't have good stamina. You're a bird watcher, and you put your family first. You do look like a bird watcher. All right, let's head over to Donna to learn what the group needs. I already know what they need. This is like a generic quest that everybody gets at the start of a new run. I wouldn't mind... So the feral's right center of the screen over there. I think before I do anything, I want to take the feral out. Because having a feral lurk around the base is just like asking for trouble. Feral's gone. And maybe have this guy blow himself up. Once they get close enough to your car, they'll trigger a sprinting run explosion and commit suicide. There we go. This building site does still have materials in it, and then of course the gas station has a rucksack of fuel in it. So before I even go over to Donna, I may benefit from... No, let's check in with Donna first, and then maybe do some extra looting. So I'm trying to trigger all of the floaters around so that they just like blow up and they don't cause any problems. So they took up in the farmhouse, which is not a very defensible building. And they're also shooting small caliber gunfire at me, trying to hit the zombies. Oh, well, you got one. Alright, so let's see. One of our supply of plague samples have run low. Can you find more? And they'll give us fuel if we do.
The safest
Sure.
way to collect samples is by killing plague zombies.
So they're selling building
Best
materials,
place to find
but
them is
I'm
in
not going to buy it just yet.
territory around a plague
I'm going to wait until we're more on friendlier
Those
terms with them.
things basically infect their whole environment.
Did I just hear another feral?
Or
Ugh.
you could just destroy the plague heart itself to get a bunch of samples. That's more dangerous.
This won't be easy. Bring your best gear, okay?
Helping out like this is a good way to make friends.
All right.
Hope this pays off. We can use allies out here.
So I'm explaining some of the game mechanics. There is a certain number of plague hearts in the given map. Plague hearts infect the territories around them, and if you kill plague zombies within the region of a plague heart, the plague hearts will go from dormant to active, and the game becomes a lot more difficult as a result of that. So it is in your best interest, when you're going into plague territory, to be very careful about how you do it. Especially careful with these screamers, because the screamers are primarily what wakes up plague hearts. But they're not just woken up by screamers, they're also woken up by killing really any plague zombie in non-stealth. So the real way to do it is to stealth kill zombies within a plague territory to get plague samples. Or to kill plague zombies outside of a plague heart's influence for samples. So basically, I need to kill plague zombies, and if they're inside of the sphere of influence of a plague heart, and you can tell because the atmosphere becomes like covered in blood, I have to do it in stealth in order to prevent waking up the heart. But if I'm not in the sphere of influence of a heart, I can do it however I want. So if a screamer screams outside of a plague heart's influence, it just makes noise and draws zombies to you. But if they scream within the sphere of influence of a plague heart, 2 screams and that plague heart wakes. The same as if you attack a plague heart or something like that. So the main goal of State of Decay 2 is to essentially kill all of the plague hearts within your region, and then once you do that, do a few follow-up quests in order to win. Does the suspended blood cloud do anything? Not normally, unless it's a black plague heart.
This place is picked over.
Ooh, 2 bags of materials. So with the 2 bags of materials, plus the one that I can buy off of my neighbors, that should allow me to get an infirmary level 2 pretty early on, which is phenomenal.
No more creepers. We're good to go.
Black plague heart sounds intense. It is. It's no easy thing to kill. There's a feature in the game called curveballs, and curveballs are like special conditions. Sometimes they're not bad. Like a curveball condition might be
That's a lot of stuff.
extra resources from zombies. They might like drop ammo or drop, you know, extra gear or something like that. But it can also be difficult modifiers, like zombies explode when they die, or they're all armored or something like that. And then the most difficult is the black plague hearts, where it gives the plague hearts that are already really difficult to kill special abilities. So driving near one might deplete all your fuel or make you wounded or something. And they're very tricky to deal with, especially early game when you don't have a lot of materials and weapons to compensate for their difficulty. Ooh, I didn't mean to put my stamina away. Actually, let's switch off of Susita and use someone else, because she is a little wounded and she could recover. So I'm going to use Chuck. Chuck is, I think, the powerhouse of the group, because he wastes a little meds, but he's got some really positive stats. The injury severity, chief amongst them. So in the rules of this series, I do explain that I don't use any of the freebies. So these are the freebies, where like you just get supply drops out of nowhere. The non-freebies would be like find resources and people. That's not a freebie. Or locate a plague heart, not a freebie. Or infestation support, also not freebies. So the freebies are just from owning, you know, DLCs and things like that. And I don't use any of those. Same with the cash bounties. Cash bounties is like a bounty hunter that's out there that will ask you to do certain things, and if you fulfill his requirements, he'll give you like free gear, free guns and stuff. And it's really easy to get exceptionally good weapons from doing cash bounties, which is one of the reasons why I don't do them. Our base is out of fuel, and I know the Spurl station down here has fuel, so let's grab the fuel because it will help with morale. And then I will embark upon killing plague zombies for their samples. Check the guy who pissed off the feral immediately? I did. He was actually okay. Alright, so there's a screamer there. Oh, it's on the other side. Okay. My first outpost is probably... Oh, curveballs have awoken. So I did want to demonstrate something else in the settings here. So if you go to gameplay, or is it in gameplay? No, I think it's in the menu. So if you go up to your map, M, and hit curveballs, there is this toggle curveball setting in C. So if you don't like curveballs or you love curveballs, you can change the frequency, change the balance so they're positive only or negative only, you know, and change a lot of the settings, which is a new feature. So you can, you know, sort of finely tune your curveball settings if you want. Just figured I'd point that out. So I'm going to loot this little supply area and then bring this... Ooh, yes. And a shovel. Nice. Bring this stuff back and then hunt plague zombies for their samples.
I should probably keep it down next time.
Torn journal page. Oh, is that a swarm up there? Yeah, it is. They're like stuck on that little rock plateau. Not so stuck. They're definitely moving. Did I claim the petrol station? No. So when you claim a station, it costs you influence, and you don't have a lot of influence at the start of the game, so you have to choose wisely what you spend your influence on. And because I'm on lethal difficulty, we go through food very, very fast. It's one of the modifiers of lethal. So almost always on lethal difficulty, food is very scarce. And therefore, I spend my influence generally claiming food areas. There's also a benefit of claiming radio towers, or cell towers. So the big bonus of a cell tower is that you can essentially cell phone jam the plague hearts so that they can't communicate with one another. And as a result, you negate them being able to wake up easier. Oh, hello. Repair kit. Those things carry a lot of supplies, but they they're hard as hell to drive. They like drift around the map like you're ice skating or something, so I generally don't use them as a vehicle.
Careful. Still got dead company.
Not my preferred car. Just for role-playing reasons, we should claim a pharmacy first?
Is that it?
I could see that. I could agree with that. At some point, we're going to definitely want the Sasser Medical Center, too. The main landmark hospital in this region. Which is right there. But it requires a lot of influence, and it's covered by Plague Heart territories. And destroying the Plague Hearts is no simple feat, so something to be done later on.
Damn it. It's locked.
Oh, another thing that they introduced. It used to be that to get out of shoulder ramming a door, you had to, like, crouch. Now you can literally just hit S to back away from it. Or if you're on a controller, just hit whatever your back thumbstick to cancel the action of ramming a door down. Because ramming a door down is rather loud. And if you can get into a building like I just did quietly,
Useful things while I was out.
it's a bit better. Ooh, Molotov. Oh, yes. So, Sita, thank you so very much. I love Molotovs. They're very handy panic throwables. When things are getting overwhelming, toss a Molotov down and run, 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 run. Man, we keep getting notes.
Deadheads? Too bad.
Road flares.
This place is empty.
Box of
Time to go.
seeds. Okay. I've kept our neighbors... Oop, that's not what I meant to do. I've kept our neighbors waiting long enough. I'm going to drop this stuff off at home, and then I will run their errand for them. I don't really enjoy the pace of, well, Thinking out loud here, there's sort of two ways to go about getting the plague samples. So one way is to go stealth, where you hang around the edge of a plague zone, and you either stealth kill the zombies that are within the zone, or you lure them out of the zone and kill them. The other way is to kind of go loud. But if we go loud, you can negate a lot of the loud by using a cell phone tower jammer. So I'm going to have you guys vote. How to get samples. Stealth or loud with a cell tower. If we do loud with a cell tower, it does mean that my first outpost is going to be a cell tower. But that's a pretty solid choice, especially on this map, because the cell phone tower is really close to our base and would sort of protect our base from patrols and the like. But stealth is a totally viable option too. It's just maybe a hair bit slower, but I totally don't mind if you guys don't mind. All right, so everything's been dropped off. We are surrounded on pretty much all sides by plague hearts. So there's a plague heart somewhere around this barricaded strip mall. There's a plague heart somewhere around the 10,000-gallon hat gas station. The game wants me to head south towards Mike's Concrete to get plague samples that direction, and that's fine. I'll do that. I'm going to give you one more minute to vote on how to handle the plague samples. But while you vote, regardless of how the vote goes, I'm going to get to the top of the cell phone tower and, oops, I meant to ram them with my bumper. I get to the top of the cell phone tower and survey the area. There is a first aid medical clinic over here, and then this is a fruit stand. So I'm just doing a little bit more looting too. A commemorative ashtray.
Hey, this is neat.
Oh, wow, we're getting a lot of luxury goods. So they're all luxury goods. So luxury goods can be sold to other enclaves for influence, and influence is essentially currency. Food! Yes! That's what I wanted. Let's do the clinic first. And wow, you guys are tied? I'll leave it up a little bit longer.
That's locked.
So there can be a tiebreaker. Oh, even more Lux goods. Goodness. I love it. Anyone home? Oh, this looks empty. If you fully explore, so in the minimap here, you could, on the left side, you see those little black squares, and that's like each region of a zone. And once you explore them all, it will then show you where all the loot is. So there's 7 containers here of loot that were revealed because I fully explored the area. So if you want to full loot a building, just explore every room, and then it will show you where all the loot is, which is really convenient. A cell phone tower, in my opinion, cell phone towers are invaluable for lethal difficulty because it's very hard to deal with multiple plague hearts active at a given time. And one of the most powerful tools you have in your arsenal against plague hearts waking up constantly is cell phone tower jamming. I saw the lad with the cell phone tower leading a moment ago, but it looks like it just evened up. Also getting a little PPK 9mm, or what is it, 9? No, 22? It's kind of nice. First gun. Not really sure why I found a gun in a hospital. Last I checked, well, it's not a hospital, it's a clinic, but still, a little weird. but very handy. Alright, you guys are keeping it. I will flip a coin as soon as I'm done looting the clinic. I'm going to flip a coin to decide unless you tie break. But there's been a lot of people that have voted, so thank you for that. Oh, stealth is pulling out ahead. See if it remains ahead. Wow, even more lugs items. I'm going to have a lot of influence, which is great. Once I am able to sell this stuff. Wow, even more. Oh my god, I've never seen so many luxury items this early on. And more meds. Awesome. So clinic's fully looted. I'm going to bring this stuff back. Drop it off, and then... Actually, I will survey from the cell phone tower first. And then drop it off. Icarus, thank you for the resub. The clinic was hoarding? Yeah, it was. So at the top of a... Alright, we're going to go with the cell phone tower. It won. At the top of this place, you can survey all the areas around, which is a good way to spot loot,
if that location
vehicles, outposts, plague hearts, special zombies, you know, whatever you're looking for. I'm missing one. So there's the bloater down there. Oh, there it is.
Okay. Nothing more to see here.
So in the map view, if you look at the cell phone tower, you can see what it offers you. So it will offer me a permanent safe area, a signal booster, which is its like special ability, the ability to train people in computers, it extends scouting range, it gives you outpost defenses, and clean sight lines. That's a lot of bonuses here. And I have the influence to be able to do it. There is a finite number of outposts that you can claim, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and claim this one. So Signal Booster reduces radio menu cooldown times, and Clean Sight Lines makes it easy, stay safe if you can see them coming from a mile away, so it like reveals a lot of area. That's the big special thing about the, one of the big special things about the cell phone tower. Claimed.
Consider this outpost ready to go.
And then level 2 outposts allow you to drop off rucksacks, but level 1 outposts allow you to drop off everything else. You know, small luxury goods, etc. It's pretty handy. So here is the safe zone bubble. And if I open the outpost, there is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I have to, what, like, upgrade it in order to gain the jamming? Base. Or is the jamming... part of the command center? I forget which. But yeah, in the last update, you can drop off rucksacks to level 2 outposts. Well, there you are. Nope. Keep your mouth shut.
Not too bad, I guess.
Thank you for tuning in to State of Decay 2 Red Cross, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 4th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow survivors.